Hey guys, Centurion here. I'm standing inside the Scribing, which is where you'll be spending a lot of time if you have the new Gold Road chapter and you get involved in doing the Scribing questline. Which brings me to the first point I'm going to talk about, and that is, should you do the Scribing questline? If you're brand new to the game, and I'd hate to say this, but no, there's plenty to do in Gold Road without getting involved with Scribing just yet. As a brand new player, you have too much on your plate to introduce what is a bit of a grind, even for experienced players. For a new player, this grind, and make no mistake, it is a grind, could put you completely off of playing the game. And even if you slog your way through it, you'll have a hard time deriving any benefit from this new system. On the other hand, more experienced players, especially those that like tinkering with builds, will be able to take advantage of the Scribing system. Now, the Scribing questline is solo content for all intents and purposes. So if you do it today, tomorrow, or next year, it doesn't really matter. If you do decide you're up to it and you want to embrace the Scribing questline, you go to the Mages Guild in Skingrad. You'll talk to a guy standing out front in the street, and 5 minutes later you'll be standing where I am. And 5 minutes is all it takes to do the introductory quest for Scribing. And you'll never do any more of the Scribing questline except on your main character. If you only have one character, Scribing is actually a lot less confusing. From what I've seen and experienced, most of the confusion over the new system involves exactly what has to be done if you have multiple characters. Let me reiterate that you are never going to go further than the introductory quest except for on your main character, or whichever character you choose to do the Scribing questline. I'm just assuming that's going to be your main. So how much time does it take to do the entire questline? For me, 4 to 5 hours over the course of a couple days. Can you do it in less time than that? Sure, but don't think you're going to knock this out in an hour. So once you get inside the Scribing, you're going to start doing the quest to unlock the 5 luminary wings. You can see 4 of them behind me, and 1 is out of frame to the left. Mine are lit up because I've done them. Yours won't be when you first get here. Sorry. On your main character, you're going to unlock all 5 of these wings, which will finish the quest line in its entirety. This will give you access to all of the new scribe skills, or grimoires as they're called, on your main character. You'll also have a handful of scripts on that character. There are 3 different types of scripts, and you'll need one of each to create or scribe a skill. The scripts are needed to define what the skill is actually going to do. And these scripts are where another grind begins. It's not difficult, but it's going to take about a week, give or take, to get all the scripts in the game for one character. The process can't really be sped up, and that's because you'll get your scripts by doing daily quests. Every daily quest that you complete has a 100% chance of dropping a script the first time. After the first daily of that type is completed, the chance drops to 25%. Don't do that to yourself. Do one quest of each type and move on. So you have 9 possible drops that have a 100% chance. That's 3 zone quests, and those quest givers are right next to the big cathedral in the middle of Skingrad if you're new in the zone. You have the fighters, mages, and undaunted guild quests, and you get them from their respective locations in the capital city of your alliance. And you have 3 PvP daily quests that you can get in those zones if you do PvP. So that's 9 possible guaranteed drops. So if you do all of these quests on a daily basis, then after a week you'll have all the scripts, right? Well, no. And that's because you have to go and pick up your free scripts. 9 of the scripts can be found in mages guilds around Tamriel. I'll put which ones have them up on your screen. The only way to get these scripts is to go to these guilds and look around for a glowing scroll. That'll be the script. There's one more way to get scripts. You can buy them. Down a hallway to my right is a guy selling them. He's going to be in that room after you finish the introductory quest. And he's going to offer a random selection of scripts each week. Buy them if you can. Script drops are curated, so by buying the available scripts, you're going to shorten the length of the grind. You can also buy scripts from the vendor inside the Endless Archive, but I feel like unless you have a lot of archival fortunes banked, that's more of a grind than just doing the dailies, so I'm not recommending that. Alright, so you've done the whole Scribing questline on your main character, and you've done your dailies until you have all the scripts. What about your other characters? At first glance, it looks like you'll have to repeat this grind for scripts on every character that you want to be able to use the scribe skills. Of course, your alternate characters can buy scripts that are available at the vendors just like your main. You can also go around to the Mages Guild halls and pick up the free scripts for them as well. But since those scripts aren't going anywhere and will be there indefinitely, I recommend just going and getting the ones you need when you need them. I'm actually experimenting with a workaround that will shorten this grind, hopefully. What I've done is I've decided which scripts I think are the most useful to me. And when I get those scripts, as I do the grind on one character, I'm not reading them. I'm putting them in the bank instead. When I get a script that I'm pretty sure I don't want to use, I read that one. Since the drops are curated, I won't get a drop for the ones I've read, but I should still be able to get drops for any scripts I've banked. By continuing this process daily, I should be able to get it down to where I can only get drops of the scripts that are the most desirable, and that way I can farm them for all my characters. It's way too early to know whether this is going to work or not, but I'll update my progress in the video description and let you guys know. For an in-depth written guide on the Scribing questline, the best one I've seen is the one Alcast has. If you Google Alcast Scribing Guide, that'll come up. It's very thorough in covering all the quests in the different wings of the Scholarium and even has pictures. If any of you guys know a better guide, please let me know. Alright, that's all I have for you today. If you guys have any ideas for making the Scribing grind any easier, let me know in the comments. I'll let you know if my idea works out. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and enjoy your adventures in Tamriel.